Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Everything Bears, where we talk about everything Bears. And boy, is there a lot to talk about today. Rumors, combines, RAS scores. Oh my. What do you think, Kez? Should we get this thing going?
Let's get the ball rolling.
Everything Bears show, yo. Bear down, bear down, bear down, bear down, bear down, yo. Everything Bears show, bear down, bear down, bear down, bear down, bear down, yo. First down, first down, first down, touchdown. Everything between the walls, oh now. Bow down to the ground, Lakeshore, downtown. Sister throne up the north, up high, come down, find out. Intercepted, locked down, found out, knocked out, 9 down, in the state, touchdown, blow. First down, touchdown. Everything between the walls, oh now. Bow down to the ground, Lakeshore, downtown. Sister throne up the north, up high, come down, find out. Intercepted, locked down, found out, knocked down, 9 round, in the state, touchdown, blow.
What's up, Bears fans? Welcome back. Welcome back to the Everything Bears Show, your home for everything Bears. And as Wedge stated in the cold open, my goodness, there's so much to parse through. But what a fun time of year this is.
And I was here thinking this is going to be the dull time. No, man, I can't keep up with all the information that's coming out. Like,
It's
I
too
could
much.
spend 3 hours a day watching clips and videos and reading stories and still not consume it all, man. It's crazy right now.
Yeah, and especially too, you mentioned just before the show, before we went live, was I think this is the price we pay for having a team that's on the incline.
Mhm.
Anytime anybody says anything, it's like, "What Bears? Bears could be Bears. Maybe the Bears want it."
Aaron Rodgers moving on. Back up for the Bears. Bates gone. Trent Williams might become free agent. Bears will take him. Good stopgap. Yeah.
I mean, it's a fun place to be. It's always fun to be one of the centers of attention, but let's pipe it down. We're
Yeah.
we're gonna sort all through this, and we'll discuss some positions of need and the combine and check out some of the guys' RAS scores and whatnot. But one of the biggest holes on this team. What do you think is one of the biggest holes?
It's still pass rush, right?
Yeah,
Gotta
yeah.
be. Number one, whether it's interior, exterior. Man, rumors are flying all over the place with that stuff. Trey Hendricks might go here, might go there. Khalil Mack might reunite with the Bears. Um, these edges after the RAS scores, zooming up boards might not be available. It's absolutely insane right now. But D line, and I think Poles came straight out and said it in a couple of the press conferences, and maybe we can even do maybe a little GM speak and read between the lines from that. If we're feeling frisky, we'll see.
That's not a
We got
bad
a
idea,
we
actually.
got a ton of stuff to talk about today, man, and who knows? We'll see what we can cram in. Yes, it's 10:30 on this lovely Sunday morning. It's the off season, man. So we get to sleep in a little bit more.
That's right. That's
Take a
right.
little bit more time to get this thing cranked up. So thank you to the people who have joined us so far. Let us know, check in the comments so we could see who has joined us, who is here, and who we need to talk to. So
Absolutely. So for me, one of the positions that have kind of been creeping up for me as the days have gone by is safety.
mhm.
Like this is going to be a thing. This is
Yeah.
going to be a big deal.
You know what other position is creeping up for me as well? Linebacker.
Linebacker. Yep.
So let's just generalize this defense, which we knew this was going to be a heavy defensive draft.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's all over. We can use a D tackle, we can use an edge, we can use the linebackers, we can use safeties. Hell, we probably even need a depth corner at that point
Eh,
as well.
yeah, because
So, mhm,
Nashawn's most likely leaving, and yeah,
yeah, the boy's going to get paid, and good for him. Let's look at the offense. Running back, we're okay. Quarterback, we're set.
solid.
Maybe we might need a backup. We'll find out within the next 2 weeks,
Right.
right? And we'll talk about that on the show. Offensive line, you know, as I was like thinking about it, thank you, Quick Trip, for that reminder. Yes, um, my phone, I do get Quick Trip alerts. So, um, offensive tackle, the more I thought about it, left tackle, if there's a solid pick sitting there at 25, the Bears might think left tackle.
Yeah. What
Because this draft is so deep at edge, it's possible, like, the wheels are starting to turn, man. Like, this thing could go any which direction. We might end up in California, Florida, or maybe even Canada by the time this thing is done. We're all over the map.
all over the place. And
Oh,
Ryan Post kind of doubling down and saying I was gonna say BPA, like best player available. Like,
mhm,
so we very well could draft a left tackle at
yeah.
25th.
Would I be upset at that? No, not if it's, left tackle prospect 1 or 2. I could see why we would do that. You The fact of the matter is we don't know what Trapillo's gonna be when he comes back. If he comes back, he might not be back next year. When
Right.
he does, who knows? He might he I don't know. It's one of those injuries that just don't have a lot of, outlooks tied to it, so you can really kind of predict.
Right.
He is young, so he's got that going for him, and young people tend to heal a lot quicker than the older vets. So
Yeah.
let's hope that's the case. But hey,
Gotta prepare for the worst.
yeah, if left tackle scrolls across the bottom and you think you have a day one starter at left tackle, we talked about it's one of the three pillars of a team.
Correct.
I
Left
would
tackle.
not be surprised if they ended up drafting a left tackle. Would I be disappointed or maybe like, oh man, I really wish we would have found somebody on the defensive end? Sure. But
Yeah.
at the same point in time, I wouldn't be shocked. That's one scenario in our mocks that we didn't really do it, and that could be a wrinkle that we throw in
Yeah.
post combine mocks and kind of see what that does for us in the second round, who's going to be available, and go from there. So
Yeah.
could
The
be a fun exercise.
draft board's definitely changing now. I know we
Mhm.
did a few mock drafts, but the draft board's going to change now that all the RAS scores are coming out and or are out.
Yeah.
Like that's going to change a lot of the buckets. It's going to change Polls' buckets.
Mhm.
So
Let's talk about, the one person who's, I think, kind of on a meteoric rise that in our mocks we saw a lot in the third round was Rodriguez out of Texas Tech.
yeah. Yep.
His RAS score, and if you want, I can pull it up if we want to get into that. But he's one of those people that have benefited greatly, and he's gone from a third round pick to an early 2, possibly a late day 1 pick. Maybe we'll wait and we'll talk about that in depth in a little bit here after we're done talking about the needs. But yeah,
We
it's
know a team, actually. We know a team very near and dear to us that's actually late in the first day.
we do. Yes,
Who
we do.
who actually probably needs a linebacker too.
Hmm. Maybe around 25. I don't know. Let's
Right
say.
at 25.
Yeah.
Oh man.
We got Thibodeau rumors. We have Edmonds rumors getting traded to every which team that's out there. A marriage made in heaven between the Bears and Atlanta for Bagent or Edwards or Jervon Dexter is out
Even
there.
Big
He's
Dex.
getting, yeah.
Yeah, Big Dex on the rumor chopping block.
Teams are calling for him, which it's not the Bears looking to shop him, it's teams looking for him. And listen, I think Dexter is a good player. He's probably pretty good. He's young. Does he fit in DA's scheme? He's not really the D tackle that we need in this scheme. He had
Yeah.
6 sacks last year though. So he's got value for other teams and maybe in which he's a better scheme fit. So we could, we'll talk about that. What do you think we could get for Dexter?
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, that'll be completely dependent on how bad the other team wants him.
Yeah.
I personally, I like Big Dex, but I really feel as though we've seen his ceiling.
Yeah. At least
Not-
with the Bears, for sure.
Yeah, not as thus far, not a good run stopper.
Yeah. And of course, DJ Moore, he's rumored to be traded to pretty much every team in the NFL at this point.
Yeah.
His name is constantly coming up. So we have a lot to unpack, man. Ben Johnson's presser at the combine. I'm sure you've watched it multiple times as I have. I do enjoy the fact that he was kind of giving Caleb the business on his NBA career.
Oh yeah.
So good for coach.
He said he sent him some kind of gif of somebody just airballing him.
Yeah.
And then when he saw it, he was like, "Oh no."
I felt bad that he might have jinxed him.
Yeah.
Way to go, coach. Way to be motivational.
Well, that's, and I don't care. Would I have liked to see Caleb just nail all these threes? Maybe not really, because see, this isn't the motion I want from him.
No.
That's not it. That's the motion I want to see, bro.
Spinning it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm okay, kid. You airball them balls all day.
Yeah. No aspirations. We don't have to worry about him being a 2-sport athlete. That's for sure, especially when it comes to basketball.
Yeah.
So, man, with all that being said, where should we start?
Wow. Yeah. Just like blindfold yourself, throw a dart at the dartboard, anywhere really. I mean, let's stick with Rodriguez because this is kind of a big one. Because again, like you said, in our mocks, we picked him up. He was later in the draft, so we kind of felt like that was a luxury. Like, oh yeah, no, there'll be plenty of talent later in the rounds, but after the combine, that kid's not going to be there in the third round.
No, you would really have to look at first or second. And maybe we should use Tremaine Edmonds to kind of segue into the linebacker conversation. So the Bears obviously told their agents, gave them permission to go seek a trade, all that good stuff, right?
Go find something. Go on.
Yeah. So, we'll get to Rodriguez after we deal with Edmonds here. So what would you be willing to take for Edmonds at this point, right? At this point, you're hoping a team.
Fifth?
Yeah.
And
right?
take the money and take on the money.
Yeah. Take the contract. You hope for a fifth. I've seen one trade scenario, Edmonds and the Bears 5th round pick for Thibodeau. Why would the Giants do that?
No
I don't know.
way.
But
zero chance of that one. But we can dream.
Yeah. It's either they get a 5th, maybe a 6th for him, or they're just going to cut him outright. He's not playing for the Bears at 17 million or whatever it is this year.
Well, you would think teams would wait that out, right? So if their Bears are like, okay, go look for a trade. Well, other teams are going to go, why would I want to give up any capital if you don't get a trade? The Bears are going to cut you. So I'll see you on the flip side after they cut you.
The only thing with that, right, is now you're competing with 31 other teams for his services, assuming that 31 teams would want to pick him up. right?
Big.
But if you do that, it's now you get to negotiate that contract, right? You're not stuck with the contract that he has, or it would have to be a trade and restructure type of scenario.
Yeah.
So if a team really wanted him that bad and they wanted to do that, then that's what they would have to do to ensure that they basically have exclusive rights to him at that point. So
yeah, there is one, positive thing to say. Before the injury, he was playing his best football
yeah, for
that he's
sure.
ever played. And unironically, I think he ended the season leading the team in tackles as well. I believe I heard that on the radio, but that's not saying much because literally I think we went through like 7 linebackers through the whole season.
Right.
So
It's yeah, man, either I wish we had a crystal ball or we could fast forward to this free agency,
10 more days.
tampering. Yeah, I know. It
10
seems like an
days.
eternity.
I know.
But in the next 10 days, after we talk about Rodriguez, let's talk about what the Bears need to do in terms of re-signing their own guys, right? With the marquee name being Kevin Byard there.
Yeah.
Like that's got to be coming out any day now.
Yeah. They're signing up. There's like,
Yeah.
I have no doubt. It's just going to be, is he going to hook us up or are we
is
going
he
to pay
gonna-
the all pro?
yeah, right.
All pro
At
money.
31, man, I hope he realizes, I don't know, Byard seems to be a pretty smart guy.
Yeah.
Eh,
Reasonable
We'll see.
even too.
Yeah. Yes.
They just give him a big, huge signing bonus, you know?
Yeah. Like maybe park a few new cars in his driveway or something. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Here's this custom Bears supercar that was at the auto show. We bought this for you. Go get tickets on the Dan Ryan.
Leave it on the side of the road.
Yeah, exactly. And then just paint a 55 on the side and go.
They'll never figure it out.
No, they won't know. They just won't know. Anyway, so Edmonds, we'll see. Obviously, he's not going to be in a Bears uniform. I don't think if you're in his camp, you try to restructure. I don't even know what that process looks like. But yeah, it's a foregone conclusion. The only answer that we're waiting for is, are we going to get a pick for it or not?
Right.
And then speaking of picks, one of the things that Poles is really fighting for are those 2/3. That would really make a difference in this draft because there's a lot of good mid-range talent on the defensive front in this draft. So
it sounds like, right? He's disputing that.
did you? Yeah. That sounds like he is. He is. And
Right.
I don't know if you saw Ian Cunningham's presser,
Mm-mm.
but he came straight out and said, he's like, yeah, I don't understand why they're not getting their thirds. So that's coming out of the Atlanta camp because he was talking
Matt
about
Ryan's a fucking liar.
yeah. Fuck you, Matt Ryan. I used to
Fuck
like
you, Matty Ice. Fuck
Yeah.
you.
But they were talking about the whole minority hire and stuff, and Poles was talking about, well, we develop our people no matter what the skin color is, and this and that, which is the right thing to say,
Yeah.
right? But at the same point in time, the Chiefs got it when Poles was promoted and went to the Bears. There's been numerous other times that it's happened. So why all of a sudden is it happening for the Bears?
Because it's the Bears.
Right. So we got to fight for it. Okay, that's fine. We don't mind fighting in this city. So, we'll do whatever we got to do.
It's kind of what we do.
Right. We're, the second city and everything else. So we're used to fighting to get what we want. So,
yeah. Yeah. Hopefully, Roger Goodell rules favorably because an extra third That'd be great.
Yeah, both this year and next year.
Yeah. That'd help us
So
out a lot.
yeah, I don't think that they've settled all the compensatory picks yet. So I don't know where they would fall in that if other teams have extra thirds in there or not. But we would have to see. I think the compensatory picks work the same way as the draft order. So if you were better and you have comp picks, they'll
Yeah.
be, in terms of priority. I don't know. I'd have to look that up too.
So it'll be a high third round pick.
Yeah,
Because
well,
Atlanta sucked, no?
yeah, I don't think it would. I don't know if it works like that or if it's where at the end of the normal third round you add on the comp picks. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. And then they
Oh.
get stack ranked from order of finish, I'm assuming. Good. I see you looking into your magical Google ball. So, but that would be a good question. But an extra pick in the third, you could do a lot of damage with that pick, man. While you're Googling that, I kind of went back and looked at a couple of the different players that we had targeted in our mocks. That safety out of Oklahoma, I don't know if you saw what he ran in his 40, but it was like blazing fast, man. He ran, I think, something like a 4.37 or maybe like a 4.4 for that kid that we were looking to pick up in the 5th round out of Oklahoma, one of Christopher's boys.
One of
So,
Chris's guys.
yeah, I was like, okay. And his gauntlet drill was really good as well. So what are we saying? Oklahoma. I'm just pulling up his RAS score here too. Robert Spears Jennings is who we were looking at, right? And while you're pulling that up, maybe I'll drop his RAS score on here.
Yeah, that's confirmed. So right. After all the regular picks in each round are selected, that's when the comp pick goes in.
Mm-hmm. So
okay, so it'll be very end of the third round. Even still, there's still good talent to be had there, and it would help a lot. I just stop screwing the Bears over. Can we just stop doing that?
Just give us the damn picks, man.
Just the damn charter franchise to the damn shield, to the whole thing. NFL wouldn't even be a thing if it wasn't for Hallis.
For Papa Bear, yeah.
Yeah. Assholes. What did he ever do? Was he an asshole to everybody? And they're like, yes, from here on out, screw the Bears.
Yeah. Well, if he was, they probably deserved it. So
damn Skippy.
Yeah.
And how could he have been that bad of an asshole? Didn't he bail out Green Bay? He gave them money to stay a franchise. So the guy was a saint.
A freaking saint. So you Packer fans out there, you bow down and worship the Hallis trophy.
That's right. Hey, really quick, what are your thoughts on I'll give you my thoughts. I want yours first. What are your thoughts on Ben Johnson tripling down on the Green Bay thing?
Love it.
It's amazing,
right?
How
do you not?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It just he's not going to change, man. He clearly stated his position.
Yeah.
That's how it's going to be. He's the type of guy that believes in rivalries, and boy, did he light a fire under that thing.
He did. And and it's great because I think he might have graced upon this, but as I've always said, when the Bears do well, it's good for the NFL. Now,
sure.
Second with that, to piggyback off of that, is if the rivalry between Green Bay and Chicago is good because both teams are good, that is also very good for the NFL. Like Ben did say it, like everybody's going to want to watch these rivalry games because the teams are actually good. It's not one-sided anymore. So the fact that it's kind of been rekindled and reignited is amazing. And yeah, I love that our coach is like, yeah, fuck Green Bay. Love it.
Yeah, I equate that Bears-Packers rivalry to like a Michigan-Ohio State, Texas-Oklahoma. When those rivalries are good, the league is good,
Yeah.
right? Steelers-Ravens, another great rivalry.
Yeah.
Um, it's going to be interesting how that rivalry changes with the fact that those two coaches are out of there. So if that dies off, the NFL really might be riding the Bears-Packers one.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's got to be a marquee rivalry in there. The Chiefs really don't have a big rivalry with anybody, a team that's been good for so long. The Patriots never really had a rivalry because their dynasty run was so dominant that their division record was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Packers Vikings doesn't quite has the juice of what Bears Packers does.
No.
Cowboys Eagles,
Maybe.
eh,
But
yeah,
still,
not
when you
quite the juice. Yeah,
yeah, it hasn't been 100 years for them.
right.
It's been 100 years for the Packers and the Bears. I mean,
What are some of the other big rivalries? Cowboys Giants back in the day. Um, yeah, like Steelers Ravens, obviously, but there's no other really big ones.
big marquee
49ers
rivalries.
Cowboys back
Yeah,
in the 90s.
back in the 90s,
Yeah.
right.
Um,
Not present day.
yeah.
Sorry,
What
Chris.
yeah, what other ones can you really think of off of the top of your head, where there's been such a historic just
Bad
history.
blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad blood dating back, for us it's dating back from 85 with the hit on McMahon.
Yeah.
That kind of renewed it back then. And really probably ended his career in all sense of purposes from
Yeah.
that hit and that separated shoulder. There's just no other rivalry like it. So if that rivalry is hot and heated, like you said, man, it's good for the NFL. It's good for everybody. It's one of those games that no matter what's happening, everybody will tune in.
For sure, and especially could imagine. So our last two meetings with the Packers last season, one regular season, one playoffs. I couldn't imagine the ratings. The
Mhm.
ratings probably were off the charts, and they were like, "We need to keep this. We need to
Yeah.
keep this rivalry thing going." I bet this year, Bears Packers will be prime time
Mm.
game of the week, and then either a Monday night or
Sunday night, Monday night. They'll keep it off of Thursday, or at least they better.
they better, yeah.
Yeah.
What a bunch of Midwesterners going to bed really late. Just Monday night or Sunday night.
Yeah. That's another thing I'm looking forward to coming out then as well is the schedule.
I know.
Big
yeah.
rumor is Bears Seahawks to open up the season.
Oof.
Talk about a measuring stick, huh? You go out and you play the defending champions, maybe make a little bit of noise. If the offense takes another step against that defense, watch out, man. It could be, a springboard launching into this season, right? Imagine the buzz around this team if they do open up against Seattle and they come out and win like 28-17 or 35-20, where they're just putting up huge points on this D.
Yeah.
Right? Watch out. The city will be on fire from week 1.
Hell yeah. And we have to wait for that till May 13th or 14th for the
Too long.
schedule release.
Too long.
I know.
What are we going to do from schedule release to preseason? That's going to be the tough time for us because you'll have a few OTAs.
Yeah, there's some
And then
OTAs.
when camp opens, that's a little bit different story. But
then after OTAs, they're off for like a month.
Yeah.
4 to
nothing's
6 weeks,
happening
something
at
like
that
that.
point.
No, that is absolutely dead zone.
Yeah.
There is nothing. At least like this right now. What have we got? We just had the combine.
Mhm.
Then in 10
Free
days, it's
agency.
free agency.
Yep.
Then April's the draft. And so, and then May, we get the schedule. June, some OTAs, and then
Yep.
see you in September for actual spring
Football.
training for
Yeah,
ready
end
for
of July. Yeah, right. That usually, no, end of August. I think you're right. I know the Wedge has got a vacation plan during that time, during the dead zone. So right over the 4th of July holiday.
Well, like I really wish they'd put the schedules out sooner because I gotta look at I'm like formulating in my mind coming up there for a Bears game.
Yeah.
I gotta put this PTO in with my job. The sooner I can know, the better. Cause yeah, I want to come up there for a Bears game. Let's go.
Yeah. We might as well go see a game in Old Soldier Field before she's bye-bye. We haven't even touched on the stadium stuff. Not that I
Oh
want
my
to spend a lot of time on it, but it sounds like Illinois finally got off their hands and voted something.
Yeah.
I mean, give it its 3 minutes of due. So sounds like there's movement being made in Illinois.
Well, yeah, because they're staring down the barrel of a Indiana deal.
Right.
And they're like, oh God, oh shit, this is real. Like
We're
this is real.
serious.
Yeah. Like, yeah, assholes, it's real. Now sit down, do your votes, get the shit passed, get the bill passed so we can go on.
Yeah, it's from my understanding, it now that it's past one part, it's going to the House, and people are saying it's going to die in the House. And so we're
Really?
doing all this for nothing. Whatever.
I mean, if that's the case, look at Indiana's governor is standing in a field right now somewhere with a shovel in his hand.
Yes.
Like,
just waiting for the news.
That's it.
Drop it.
That's it. Just
Yep.
first one right in the dirt. Off they go.
They're probably, he's probably out there in his big bulldozer, just practicing leveling the land out there right now. Like, just in case, boys, just in case.
Yeah.
It's not going to look much different than what it looks like now, anyways.
All right, shoot. Hey, we did a quick little gamut run right there. We did all the things.
All right, man. We started talking about Jacob Rodriguez, right?
Yes, that's the kid.
Let me let's pull up his RAS. So we were talking about targeting him in our mocks in the 3rd round. Well, this kid tested off of the charts, man. And good for this guy, right? So let's bring him up real quick here. I actually had the Oklahoma safety up. So we're going to bring, nope, not Texas. You got to bear with me, guys. This website is really clunky.
It's all right. It's a live show. They know what they're in for.
Yeah, especially after last week. I'm still pissed off about that, by the way.
Oh, yeah. We got shut down mid-draft.
Yeah. Texas Tech. Here we go. So our boy, Jacob Rodriguez, his overall RAS score, 9.52. Woof.
Ryan Poles is going to be salivating.
Yeah. 40-yard dash, 4.57. Yeah. So in case people don't know how the RAS score works, basically it's the relative athletic score, and it takes everybody who's ever tested and then ranks them. So in this case, for their combine numbers, he is ranked 156 out of 3,216 linebackers that have tested in the combine from 87 to 2026. Okay. Every year, you got to expect that the new crop of guys will usually be towards the top, because as nutrition improves and training improves, so do these kids. Their human bodies are like getting turned into cyborgs, right? So 9.52, 6'1", 231, where his measurables were okay, but compared to all the other, what I say, 3,500 linebackers, he was great a little bit lower, but then everything else is green. 4.5 in the 40 with his splits were outstanding. His vertical 38.5, which I do believe is the same as Bronny James. I think I remember hearing that comparison.
Get out.
So a linebacker leaping like a LeBron offspring. Crazy, right? Broad jump of 8 feet. Shuttle 419. 3-cone drill 6.9. Anything under 7 in the 3-cone is considered outstanding. And this guy killed it. So
Yeah.
in the old RAS score, and like you said, Poles is a huge RAS guy.
Yeah.
This kid probably moved himself up around round and a half, maybe even 2. So he went from a 3rd round pick to possibly an early 2nd, late 1st, if
Yeah.
teams are really, looking. So
He officially also moved himself from out of out of our drafts into we're probably not going to land him.
right. So after the combine, we'll go through and we'll use the draft simulator again.
Yeah.
I've already seen, I was in there the other night messing around with it, and players based on their testing and combine testing have already started shifting. So we'll give it time for it to go the rest of the way. And then hopefully they'll have all this RAS information loaded in so we have it all in one spot, because they had spots for it. So we'll see, man. So you want to take a look at some of the D tackles RAS scores that we were looking at?
Yeah. Obviously some names jump out at me right away. Who was the one linebacker that we drafted as well? Because we're talking about linebackers. Remember, what's that kid's name and what school was he from? Was he a linebacker from Mizzou?
Oh,
No.
Trotter? Yeah. So
Yeah.
the good thing is if we know their college, I could pull up their whole college RAS scores by
Uh-huh.
college, and then we can look. So yeah, before we get off that, it's a good one. Let's take a look at Trotter. Jeremiah Trotter, I think, or was that his dad's name? I don't remember. It might be something a little bit different.
Josiah.
Yeah, Josiah. So, and actually, there was a couple players. While we're there, we'll look at Zion Williams. I don't remember if he tested or not. Zion Williams, God, Zion Young.
Zion Young. Yeah, because that's another kid I know we're all kind of pretty high on.
Yeah. So let's take a look at Missouri.
Wouldn't mind seeing him in a Bears uniform.
Mm-hmm. We even looked at McLean. Trotter he must not have tested at.
Wow.
He doesn't have a RAS score. Either did Zion Young.
So they didn't even work out, huh?
No.
Wow.
So they're probably waiting for the pro day.
Okay.
McClellan, I'd like to say we mocked him a couple times, or we were looking at him. Who else? Who were we usually taking in the second? It was well, we were usually looking at edges in the second, with Young being one of them. We can look at the D tackles.
Did what's his name work out? Big Mac?
Yeah, McDonald. He sure did. Let's pull him up real quick here. He had a pretty good RAS score as well, if I remember correctly. Get rid of all these pop-up ads. Ohio State had some freaks testing. I don't know if you saw what their linebacker did.
Mm-mm. Holy cow. Look at that last
9,
score.
yeah.
Jeez
Sonny
Louise.
Styles, 9.99. Almost a perfect score.
Wow.
His brother, the cornerback, 9.96. So Sonny Styles, I'd like to say he ran like a 4.3, and his brother ran like a 4.27.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah. Crazy. I could have sworn. Yeah, Caden McDonald. Let's just take a look. Maybe he has a link, but it's not updated there. Oh, I lied to you. I thought he had one.
I thought he did too. I thought I heard.
If so, it's not updated yet. But 6'2", 326. No other testing on there. But see, I wish I could just hit the back button and it would bring me to my previous list, but it doesn't do that, and that bugs me. Like, boo. Oh wait.
Yeah, it says right here. Yes, the Ohio State defensive tackle attended and participated in the 2026 NFL Scouting Combine.
Mhm. He might have tested yesterday and it's just not loaded in. Because wasn't it O-line and D-line yesterday? Or D-line maybe?
Well, all it's really saying, hold on, is he took part in measurements and interviews,
Okay, so that's
with reports indicating he performed in on-field workouts. Why is it a mystery? I'm not trying to look up Epstein files here. I just want to know if the kid worked out at the combine.
do. Pasta was mentioned 400 times. Yeah, a lot of their big guys outside of the Styles Bros did not participate.
All right.
One
This
of the
Twitter, I'm sorry. This Twitter post says that he didn't run the 40-yard dash, but he went through position drills.
Okay. So he didn't do like any of the cone, which is all the information that is used for the RAS stuff, which typically like big school players like this, they'll host a pro day where I think they do a lot of that stuff, where their own guys are doing the timing and not official NFL people. So
that Styles kid though,
we got to
cornerback,
look
huh?
at it, right?
Yeah, well, both him and his brother, because we
Sonny
might need a
Styles is the
corner.
linebacker. Yeah,
Yeah.
Lorenzo Styles, Sonny Styles, they're saying now could be a top 3 pick.
Top 3?
Top 3 after his testing.
Holy shit.
Yeah. 9.99. He's 6'5", 244, 4.46
What?
as a linebacker.
He's as big as Brian Urlacher and as fast as all the wide receivers coming out of this draft.
Yes. Vertical, 43.5. Holy shit. Like, the dude's jumping almost 4 feet in the air. 3.5 feet.
That's insane.
That is ridiculous.
Hey, you know what?
Broad jump 11 feet.
Kudos
That's jumping
for that
from the
kid.
free throw line to like a foot beyond the basket.
Kudos to that kid.
Yeah. Shuttle 4.26, 3 cones 7.09. So Jacob Rodriguez was actually a little bit faster than Mr. Styles by almost a half second in the 3 cone. So Rodriguez changing direction might be the one thing that he's better at. But everything else, man, old Rodriguez is getting dusted. But what, Rodriguez was a 9.5, so he tested very well. I say that in jest, but composite speed grade elite, explosion grade elite, agility good. Like, it's just crazy, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
He
he's
ranked
jumping off the board early.
4 out of 3,216 linebackers.
Jesus. Who the hell was above him?
Right, exactly. Like,
Is that like
ah,
all time?
yeah, from 1987 to
Okay,
2026.
in all time. All right, because we're talking about some badass Patrick Willis or
Yeah.
fucking Ray.
I don't even think Ray would be on there, man. Just saying.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he was a big dude, but still. So, you got to forgive me, guys. I am on the clock as well today. I'm covering the district. So, as of noon, I got to pay a little bit closer attention to my phone.
All right.
I wonder if let's see if we can look that up. Pro
What past
Bowlers.
RAS scores?
Yeah, like if I can look up just linebackers and it will give me. Should we look up some greats? Let's look up see if we can't look up Brian Urlacher, huh?
Yeah, sure.
Let's see what he tested at. So he was out of New Mexico.
So I was wrong. Patrick Willis was only 8.5 RAS score.
Oh, here's our boy. He a 10.
Damn. Hall of Famer.
Yeah. Let's check this out. Holy 457. What did he score at? Ranked number 1 out of 472 at that point.
Wow. All are elite.
6'3", 258. His vert was only 34. Come on, Brian.
White men can't jump. We know.
Right, that's true. 6'3.7", 258. Oh, bench reps on here. 27. 4.57, 40. 418, 694 in the shuttle. So yeah, Brian Urlacher. A 10.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
Ray Lewis has no RAS score.
Bummer. Yeah, I was gonna go to him next.
They sealed his records. They don't. They're going to have to pass a bill in Congress to get Ray Lewis's RAS score.
Any
Who the hell would
other
have been?
all-timers?
Yeah, I'm thinking. Who the hell? Luke Kuechly, maybe?
Okay. Do you remember? They have a bunch of 10s listed down below here, so I'm just Danny Noonan. Okay.
So
Adam
Luke
Smith.
Kuechly, his RAS scored 9.98.
Okay. Rod
Oh,
Woodson
those are
out
just
of
all.
Purdue.
Oh, so you just were able to filter just all 10s.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
there was
so.
a bunch.
Yeah. Bruce Plummer, never heard of you.
Never heard of you.
Jamie Miller, John Bosa. I wonder if that's of the famous, Bosas of today.
Fosa tree.
Yeah. Odessa Turner. No. Rod Woodson, obviously we heard of him.
We know him.
Vinny Testaverde.
Stop it. No. Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on that one.
College shenanigans.
Yeah.
David Harold Hicks. Go back up to the top. Neil Smith of 1990s Kansas City fame. That would be a good one to look up is Derek Thomas.
So you beat me to it. I'm already.
Yeah. Burke Gross, Carnell Lake. He was a good safety for a long time. He was a 10. Tony Mandarich was a 10. Packer fans are shivering right now. All-time busts. Gerard Bond. Derek Hoskins. Yeah, boy, a lot of these people I've never heard of. Just goes to show you, even though you're a 10 on a rash, it doesn't mean you're good. Willie McGinnis. Okay. Amani Toomer out of Michigan was a 10.
Amani Toomer, huh?
And, yeah.
Derek Thomas has no official RAS score.
Bummer. Tony Simmons.
But he was 6'3", 243.
Edgerrin James on here. Dante Culpepper.
What?
Okay. Now we're starting to get into the late 90s. So Javon Curse.
Well, yeah,
I remember he was a freak coming out. Brian Urlacher, there he is. Kyle Vandenbosch, who was supposed to be the next best thing. He was me. Javon Walker. I think he was drafted by the Packers. Igor. Yeah, some of these people I've never heard of.
Tank Williams.
Robert Gallery, who was a bust. Didn't Raiders draft him? And he was kind of a bust. Yeah. Offensive tackle out of Iowa.
Some Mario Williams.
Yeah. Matt Jones.
There's some big ones. Mario
Calvin
Williams.
Johnson. Yeah.
Calvin Johnson.
Darrell Revis.
Yeah. Joe Staley.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Shirley.
Cam Newton.
Cam.
There's Luke Kuechly.
Yeah.
They got him rounded up to a 10 here. So
yeah, I mean, he was damn. When I looked it up, 9.98. Yeah, just round him up.
Yeah.
Some big names. So there's something to the RAS score a little bit.
Yeah, especially in recent history. Anthony Richardson. Boy, there was a big gap in there for a while. Well, it looks like it's jumping around. Taylor Lewan. He's on his way to probably Pro Bowl career or Hall of Fame career. Creed Humphrey.
Anthony Richardson, really?
Yeah. He's supposed to be on the move this year. We'll see. Troy Anderson. Nick Emenwari. 2025, that was last year. Emenwari was the standout safety for Seattle.
Oh.
So that's why that name sounds so familiar right now.
Lattimore.
Shamar Stewart. How did that block feel against Darnell Wright, buddy? Yeah, Marshawn Lattimore. 999. Myles Garrett, 999.
Wow.
Leo Chenal. I've heard this name being possibly tied to the Bears as well. Linebacker out of Wisconsin from Kansas City. Might be on the move. Yeah, interesting stuff, man. This RAS score.
Yeah, there's a little something to it.
Des White.
So needless to say, either of the Styles brothers we're not getting.
Yeah, no, they're probably going to be gone. So, yeah, man.
What were some of the other guys we were drafting at defensive tackle? Was there anybody else besides Caden McDonald that we?
So we had kind of the big three was Hunter out of Texas Tech, Caleb Downs from or Banks from Florida, and then McDonald, right? So Caleb Banks tested really well. He's a little bit older, but
I've heard that about this draft. They've got a lot of 25-year-olds coming out.
Yeah. So Caleb Banks, one of the D tackles that might be there, 9.86 in the old RAS score.
Wow.
Bringing him up real quick here. So size, he's elite 6'6", 327. Damn, it's a big dude, man. Vertical, 327 pounder, jumping 32-inch vert. Broad jump, 9 feet. 40-yard dash, 5 flat. 5.04, so a tad over. So good speed. He's huge. But one of the things that, like we were talking about, that are kind of scaring teams a little bit, I don't want to say scaring, but may let him slide a little bit, is that he's older. So by the time he gets a second contract, he's going to be 29, 30. So he's already going to be, for what most pros are, a little bit more advanced in his career.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
It is going to be that age thing's going to totally be a thing.
Raz comps for Caleb's. Dexter Lawrence, Sexy Dexy. Marcus Stroud, Donnell Washington. Okay. So Dexter Lawrence, another name that I've been hearing as a possible trade target for the Bears.
Sign him. Bring him in.
Let's go. If he can revert to 2025 or 2024 Dexter Lawrence and not last year's Dexter Lawrence, I would take him in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Somehow Poles is going to have to pull off what he did last year for the offensive line, but on the defensive line. I know he tried last season with bringing in Grady Jarrett and
Dangbo.
but yeah, and it just kind of flopped. It didn't work. So he's going to have to try again.
Yeah. So okay, so that's Caleb Baines. Let's look up Hunter from Texas Tech. Now he's like a more of kind of like that nose tackle build, so I'm not expecting huge numbers from him. But we'll take a peek and see what he has here.
He's only 23.
Yeah. The Godfather Corleone out of Cincinnati is another person that the Bears might have been thought that they're targeting. Texas Tech. So Lee Hunter, not a very good grading for old Lee here.
Is that a 3.72?
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Size. 6'3", 318. 21 and a half vert, 8 foot broad, 5.1 in the 40. So he might have razzed himself right off the Bears' radar. This, hands are a little small, arm length 33.2. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. That's a lot of red there. So, and he's considered what, in the top three or four D tackles?
He is in that conversation. I'm going through them. Let me check out his highlights right quick.
Mm-hmm. But they were saying, he's a bigger D tackle, more of a run stuffing D tackle, but could develop into a decent pass rusher from the homework that I was doing here. But
I mean, to be fair, compare his RAS score to Andrew Billings.
Okay.
Because that's what he looks like. This guy's eating double teams like for breakfast.
Yeah. Where did Andrew Billings go to college? Baylor. Okay. Just seeing when he got drafted to 2016, 4th round from Baylor. Okay. Let's take a look here.
Yeah, he eats double team. He actually sheds the double teams.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe him lined up next to Shamar Turner. He does not have fast get off. That's okay.
Yeah.
It's not bad. His hands go out fast, but the actual get off with his lower body is Jervon Dexter-ish.
Here is Billings. 5.15.
So his was better.
Yeah. 6 foot, 311, 505, 40, 31 reps on the bench, but he was also a power lifter in high school and college. A little bit better broad. 27 in the verts, a little bit less. So, yeah. His splits were a little bit better, but agility grade, very poor. Not just poor, very poor.
Very poor. Who? Well,
yeah.
You know.
It showed, especially when he started putting on a little bit of weight. You think he played at 311 this year for the Bears?
No.
Look that up real quick.
No.
Team, I'm guessing he was 340s, maybe even a little bit more. So he played at 340. Yeah.
Yep.
So
yeah.
Can see it. I can see it there. So
yeah. Jervon Dexter, his RAS score was a 9.53.
I can see that. Tall, slender dude. I mean, the dude was athletic for sure.
Just don't see it on the field.
No. He flashes. He's one of those guys where, like, when he flashes, it's bright. But, man, he disappears for long periods of time.
Yeah, you just don't see. Yeah, you don't see it consistently enough.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be sad to see him get traded, but let's look at the safety out of Oklahoma. Let's see that we were targeting here. Late in the 5th. 2026. So Robert Spears Jennings. So this was Christopher's boy here.
Yeah, I liked him as well. Speaking of safeties, yeah.
Yeah. 9.3 on the old RAS for Spears Jennings here. 4.3, 240.
4.3. Nice.
Yeah. 6'2", 205. So that's a good build there. 35-inch vert. So good explosion, good size. He only ran the shuttle. D&Q, and he did not qualify. So he didn't run the 3-cone. But composite speed was elite. Size is good. Explosion is good. So the agility might be questioned. Maybe he bowed out of the 3-cone after he didn't test very well in that one. But don't know.
I do like the composite speed grade with his size, and it's a box safety. Come on.
Yeah. And we were fifth round we were getting this guy.
Yeah.
We'll see if that changes. Boy, so if we're thinking safety, one of the safeties that I've seen and that the Bears interviewed was the kid out of Toledo.
Okay.
Should we pull him up?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Leave no stone unturned.
That's right. Let's go. Let's see what we got. Whoa, why does this look so different all of a sudden?
The other kid on AJ Halsey, but
Yeah.
he probably won't be there either. We'd have to grab him and with that 25th pick
Yeah.
if he's there.
Toledo, which has been what DB University here lately. I don't know. This website got a little funky looking all of a sudden. Oh, East West Shrine participants. I clicked on something I wasn't supposed to. I knew it looked different. I'm like, what the hell? Let's go over here. Emmanuel McNeil Warren. 9.13. 6'3", 201, ran a 4.5. Did not do any of the agility stuff here. 35 vert, 10-foot broad. So
Didn't feel like doing none of the shuttles or cones, huh?
Yeah, no.
How about, well, no, some of these guys I'm aiming a little high. Caleb Downs from Ohio State.
He's going to be gone in the first 5 picks. They're saying 5 to 10 picks.
Damn.
Yeah. He's the number 1 rated safety on the board. So from the top 5 safeties, you got Downs, you got this kid McNeil Warren, Halsey, Ramsey out of USC. Another big combine guy was all of a sudden you can't see
Jalen Kilgore, South Carolina.
Yeah, so I have
Emmanuel McNeil Warren, Toledo.
Yeah. Yep. So somehow I opened up a whole new window. I wasn't even working on the window that we have displayed. Damn it.
Dylan
Thieneman. Yeah, out of Oregon. He did a lot to improve his draft stock too, with his combine workout. So he might have worked his way into the top 5 conversation as well.
We mocked this kid one night, Michael Taffy.
Yeah, out of Texas.
Yeah.
No RAS score on here. But the Bears did interview Anthony Hill Jr., the linebacker out of Texas.
Oh?
Yeah. Oh, so I remember seeing that. Oh, Big Mike's in the house. What up?
Good morning, Big Mike.
Anthony
Hill.
Anthony Hill Jr., 9.84, size 6'2", 238. He actually did the bench, 21 reps. Ran a 4.5, 37-inch vert, 10-foot broad. Not bad. Not bad for this kid. So
Texas, let's see.
I almost feel like I should have the draft simulator up in the background so I could see where these guys are ranked in terms of draft position as well.
Yes.
So I'll pull it up in the background here. Bookmarks.
Gets pretty good in coverage.
Yeah. Was probably.
Yeah, Big Mike. We talked about that at the top of the show.
Yeah.
Rodriguez did too well in the combine. Now he's probably not going to make it to our roster. Unless he's there at 25. Right. If he's there at 25 and we want a linebacker that bad, then he'll be ours. But Big Mike, what do you think at that 25th pick and looking at the Bears' current roster? What do you think our biggest need is at 25?
So just to throw up Rodriguez again on the Raz. Incoming. 9.52 on the Raz for Rodriguez.
Edge, huh?
See, the only thing is, I think all those top-rated edges by 25 are going to be gone.
Even Zion Young?
No, I think he might still be there. That would be interesting to see. We're just gonna next this right into the.
I mean, this was what kind of like what the league's turning into. With the really good quarterback play that's happening, you need edge rushers. You just do.
This is interesting. So I have the stick to the model up in another window, and Fernando Mendoza was the number one player for the longest time, but now Arvell Reese, after some of the testing, is number one on here. So Ruben Bain Jr., who has been criticized for having the short arms, is still at 4. Let's see. So if we're thinking edge, Reese out of Ohio State, as of right now on Stick to the Model, is number 1. David Bailey is the second rated edge at 7. TJ Parker, the third rated at 22. Cassius Howell out of Texas A&M is rated at 26. So those are your 4 first-round edges. So if we're thinking edge, TJ Parker, Cassius Howell might be the 2 that you need to look at. And then the next highest rated player starting at 41 is Mason Thomas out of Oklahoma. And then Zion Young is rated 46. So he's even changed another position since I looked on Wednesday. Let's look at D tackle. So they have Ruben Bain Jr. listed in both. That's interesting. No, they don't. Okay. So Ruben Bain Jr., D tackle wise, ranked number 4. Keldrick Falk out of Auburn, number 14. Peter Woods out of Clemson at 17. I think the Bears interviewed him as well. Caden McDonald at 25. Caleb Banks at 31. Though I have a feeling he might move up based off of his Raz. Lee Hunter dropped to 36, probably from testing. Akeem Mesidor jumped him. And then Kristen Miller out of Georgia at 39, which is somebody that I've seen the Bears in a lot of mocks end up going with. Yeah, Big Mike, Caleb Banks. Dude, he tested off the charts. We pulled him up already, but he's like a 9.82 or something RAS, so he tested really well.
Was he the guy who said he was going to run through an MFer's face?
I don't know. That I can't tell you, but so there are 3 tackles rated in the top. No, excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tackles. Big Mike says, yeah, that are rated with first round grades according to Stick to the Model. Caleb Lamu out of Utah at 24. Monroe Freeling out of Georgia. The more and more I think about it, the more and more I wouldn't be surprised if one of these guys are sitting there that the Bears might not take a tackle in the first round. I could see it. For some reason, I could see it.
I mean, at this point, if that's what Ryan Poles and Ben Johnson thinks is the right move, then I'm with it.
Yeah. I think if you do that, though, you got to think that tackle is going to come in day one and start. If they don't think that, I would hate that pick. Or if that doesn't happen, then that's a missed pick in my estimation.
Sure.
So, let's see. Yeah, their RAS and stuff isn't loaded into this yet. Do you want to do a speed draft? I mean, I got it up. Nothing's going to be speedy on it with it being Sunday, but
yeah, we got some time left in the show. Let's run a quick one. No
right.
Trades, nothing crazy. Just
I already, yep. I went past all that stuff already. So, yeah. Let's see.
The boards are going to change now that the RAS scores are in.
They're changed a little bit. They've updated. So, let's see here. Let's see if we could get through this. I'm scared. So, we'll see what happens. Let's go best player available. Let's start this thing.
Oh, there's Reese.
Yeah. And let's get it started, I guess. So
Jeremiah Love's there, huh?
Well, I haven't started it yet, so they're all there.
Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't hit start yet. I was like, wait a minute. Oh, see, there goes Reese. There goes Caleb Downs. There goes Jeremiah Love.
Sonny Style, Catcher Falk, TJ Parker. All right, so we're still. You got the 4th best edge in Cassius Howell there, or McDonald. So you kind of have your choice here. Or if they go tackle, they're looking at the Georgia tackle, 6'7", 315. Left tackle, then to 4-star recruit.
I don't think I looked at Cassius Howell.
Yeah, no, I don't think we did.
So
if we're going BPA, best player available, Big Mike, we have seen that, man. Edmonds, linked to a couple different trades to the Giants. I seen him in a pick for Thibodeau, for Dexter Lawrence. If it's going to happen, it's got to happen soon. So I've heard that Atlanta might be interested in Edmonds. There's a lot of Atlanta Bears connection there with Ian Cunningham being there. Same thing, Atlanta and Tyson Bagent. A lot of smoke there as well, because I don't think Atlanta's sold on Penix. Plus, he's coming off of that injury where he might not be available. So,
how big is this kid, Cassius Howell?
6'4", 245.
Dude, he is a fucking monster.
Yeah. So let's go and see what his RAS score was, huh?
Yes.
I can do that.
Let's cross-reference that.
Uh-huh.
Because I
So
tell
let's
you
try
what,
some.
so I mean, I know we need DT and we're staring at Big Mac right there, but Big Mike brings up, Edge. He makes a very strong case with those 3 exclamations after Edge.
Well, it's like this, right? If the Bears don't address edge in free agency, they got to get it in the draft.
Yeah.
Are the second round of D tackles just as good? Edge seems to be the deepest position in this draft. D tackle, I think there's kind of a pretty clear cutoff. So we'll see.
This kid looks like a young Khalil Mack.
All right, so let's take a look.
I mean, I get there. I know there are just highlights,
Right,
and I'm
but
not seeing them every down, but
we
holy,
can see what it says about him.
He's got a bunch of different moves.
Texas A&M, right? Texas
Yeah.
A&M. Cassius Howell. Okay. Any guesses on what his RAS is before I switch it over?
Me looking at it, so he does have a RAS score.
He does.
He's got to be in the 9s.
All right. So he is.
I mean, he's all over this fucking field.
8.12.
8.12.
6'2", 253. So his size is poor for DNs. Good explosion rate, 32.5 for 9 foot broad, which is a little bit light compared to some of the other ones. Runs a 4.59 though. No bench. So it's just game changer for us for sure. I wish I could have 2 screens queued up, but it's not letting me.
What you'd have to do is when you go to change screen, change it to, share screen, and then you'll hit that. And then at the tab, because it's saying to share a Chrome tab, share entire screen.
Okay.
And then pick the monitor, and then that way. Just make sure to click the audio tab off.
Yeah, it'll be all right. We'd only have to bounce back and forth a couple times. So.
And then, Caden McDonald, he did not, he doesn't have a RAS score for us to go off of.
No.
Right now.
So I don't think we've ever drafted Edge in the first, so fuck it, let's do it.
Cassius, here we go.
Let's take a look. All right.
I like what I saw. Great highlight reel.
We're speed drafting this anyway. We're picking with the heart. We're picking for need.
BPA and need, right?
Yep.
The combo of need and BPA.
Yeah, so let's keep BPA up, huh? Rodriguez is there for us, which I don't think in real life he's going to be. Yeah, but I do think Jake Galladay might be. So I think we would have our pick there. But actually, this is the second round, so this is updated. Because normally we were getting him in the third. So there's a possibility, but we'd be able to get one of these 2 kids.
Well, I mean, he's on our board right now. We take him.
Yeah. Kamari Ramsey, safety. Yeah. So we would draft Jacob Rodriguez in this case.
If he's there in the second round, we're taking him.
Let's not overthink this, right?
No.
We did a ton of homework on him earlier. So coming into the third, what's our needs now? Safety, offensive tackle, D tackle, right?
Yeah.
Bud Clark out of TCU.
I'd say safety. We really got to shore up this defense.
Slot wide receiver. That's one thing we don't need. Emmett Johnson out of Nebraska. What's our offensive tackle looking like? Drew Shelton out of Penn State. Yeah, I would think safety is probably where we're going to be at. So we would probably be looking at Bud Clark or Michael Taffy.
I like Taffy.
Yeah.
Let's see Bud Clark, what he's doing here. Let's see.
In the meantime, I'll pull him up in the res and let's take a look here. Maybe what I could do, let's do this 2026 and do a position of safety.
Oh, he reminds me of Eddie Jackson.
Bojack?
Yeah.
Bud Clark, 9.32 on the RAS.
Wow.
Taffy.
I mean, wow. 9.32.
Yeah. Taffy does not have a RAS up here yet. Saki Wheatley does not have a RAS.
Yeah, look at 6'1", 188 pounds. He's Bojack. He's a fucking ball hawk, though, dude. He's all over the place.
So size grade, he's 6 foot 188. So he measured out poor in the size. 38-inch vert, 10-foot broad, 4.41 for the 40.
That's good. 4.41.
Did not run any shuttle.
No.
Or 3 cone.
He's got great closing speed, man. I watched a video on Bojack's a number of years ago, and I think it was it Jackson Kruger broke it down. What was important was hash to sideline speed. And just from watching the highlights, this kid's got it. He's just small. I can't do the 188 pounds because when you have, say, Saquon coming at you, you're going to tackle Saquon at 188 pounds lightweight?
Not very easily.
No.
I see, the Godfather is hanging out there. Don Corleone.
Dante Corleone.
Yeah, been linked to the Bears as a possibility. Big run stuffing. He could be hanging out there in the probably next round. If we're looking at D tackle, 6'1", 320 is ranked 313. It's going to be close. If we're setting up our board, we have 129, so it's a crapshoot if he's going to be there or not. So yeah. According to this model, at least. There's us there. Do you like Taffy or Bud Clark better? Who did you like?
I think I like Taffy more.
Taffy it is. All right. We're not going to really sit here and debate today.
No.
And we're off. Let's go back to all because we're in the BPA. Looks like we lost the Don.
Is he gone?
Yep. So this is interesting. BPA, Nick Singleton, Penn State running back. Do we have enough PTSD with Penn State running backs? 6 foot 224, 4.39 speed. This is like a Jamari Gibbs type of build.
Yeah.
418 shuttle. Broke Saquon Barkley's squat record at 655 pounds.
What?
Bruce Feldman freaks list and we looked at this guy a little bit before. Talented pass catcher with 41 grabs, 375, 5 TDs. Physical runner.
This is Jahmyr Gibbs, buddy.
Do the Bears do this and move on from Swift?
Yeah,
at that point it'd be too late. But
I'm thinking so as I'm watching this kid hit the edge and
turn on
busted
the
that
Jets.
yeah, and they couldn't catch him. So I'm picturing that in tandem with the Hammer, Kyle Monungai.
Yeah.
This could be a thing here.
Yeah. We've never drafted a running back in any of our previous mocks, but if we're going BPA, man, and he's there.
I mean, our guy did get picked. We were going to go with Don Corleone, but
The Don. Right now, the highest rated D lineman is Rashawn Benny out of Michigan. 6'4", 305, 4'9", 40.
Really?
The fifth-year defensive tackle, so he's an older guy. Exceptional anchor against double teams, powerful lower body, maintains gap integrity, disciplined hand, displays impressive lateral agility, devastating stack and shed technique, consistently collapses the pocket with bull rush, possesses violent hands, shows relentless motor and pursuit with surprising speed for 305. This is kind of intriguing. Why don't you do a little bit of homework? Rashawn Benny.
So I'm watching his workouts at the Senior Bowl.
Yeah.
He's a big kid.
Yeah.
And he does have violent hands. And I like that.
So more of a need for us if we have DeAndre Swift. Third round D tackle. Big kid, violent hand. Looks like he's more of a pass rushing D tackle. So
Well, I mean, a bull rush will come in handy up the middle. Quarterbacks hate that pressure. They hate that shit.
Yeah.
You know what?
You like the kid?
You know what? Welcome to the team.
All right, he's on. He's a Michigan man. Him and Colston can be sitting in the cafeteria together. Now, traditionally, Michigan men have not worked out the best in Chicago, but Colston might be switching that around a little bit.
Yeah, Colston definitely changed that energy.
Okay, here we go. BPA, 163, fourth round. Emil Wagner, offensive tackle. Are you a left or a right, buddy? 6'6", 300 pounds. He's a development tackle with good size, raw potential. Not a whole lot on this right now. So Emil Wagner out of Notre Dame. First of all, we need to see if he's a left or a right.
I'm looking it up here.
Yeah. But this is a new name for us. Bryce Lance, Christopher's boy at wide receiver is on there. I watched a little bit of tape on him. The dude's kind of legit, man. We got a couple running backs here staring at us. We could double down at linebacker with Aiden Fisher out of Indiana, 6'1", 233.
He's at right tackle.
Oh, okay.
Aiden Fisher?
Yeah. He's another inside. I kind of wish he was an off-ball linebacker, but just kind of seeing what else is out here. 165.
Bop in on corner.
Good call. Highest rated corner, TJ Hall out of Iowa. 6 foot, 190. Did not run the 40.
Didn't run the 40.
At least not in here. I can see. Physical coverage ability with good break on ball. Elite run defensive grade. So he's a willing tackler. 41.7 completion rate when targeted. 10 pass breakups. Good vision. Solid technique. Tackles reliable. Third team All Big Ten. Senior Bowl and Shrine Bowl invitee, fundamentally sound. He's an older prospect at 23, lacks elite athleticism compared to top cornerbacks. Learn's in the house.
Learn. Good morning, sir. Happy Sunday.
Undersized for physical NFL receivers. We're kind of just doing a speed draft here.
Yeah, he's kind of small.
Roman Hemby, 6 foot 210, 4'8", 40. Transferred from Maryland. Strong one cut zone runner. Bear scheme, okay. Quick feet, sharp jump cut, dangerous cutback, legitimate receiving skills, competitive toughness, good processing speed and zone concepts. Lacks play strength and power to break through arm tackles. That sounds like another Swift. You missed it, buddy. You'd have been proud of us. We talked about a possible left tackle draft in round 1. So, like, that might be a thing.
Might totally be a thing.
We did edge in this case, but
we definitely do see a huge possibility that Ryan Poles, if sitting at 25, and there's one of the top 2 left tackles there,
day one starter,
he might grab him, and we would not hate that decision.
No. So, Learn, I'm sure you've heard all the smoke about Trent Williams. How would you feel about how aggressive the Bears should be in trying to get him in if the 49ers and Trent can't come to agreement? Do they go all out, full court press? Is he worth $30 million for 2 years? What's your take on that? Because that's another player linked to the Bears, Trent Williams, right? The Bears need to go get him. So according to the experts, the Bears are going to basically pick up a Pro Bowl roster, and Trent Williams, Max Crosby, TJ Hendrickson, every other top freaking free agent out there. Khalil Mack's going to come in and be edge, 3 for this, but Learn would double down. I'd take Trent in a second and still draft left tackle. But honestly, if you have Trent, are you looking 4th round or below for a left tackle? I mean, you got to address the defense at some point. If you have Trent, your first 2 are D tackle, edge. It's got to be.
No. I remember Learn's picks from our last draft. He wanted tackles.
He wanted all
7 picks to go to tackles. I remember. I remember Learn. I got you. And he was dead ass. He was dead. He was not being coy or cheeky or nothing.
What if we go wide receiver here and take Trey Lance's brother? 6'3", 209.
Yeah,
he's a burner.
He is.
I mean, we could get crazy and get another. Of course, Learn. Bro, I'm a former offensive lineman myself. I love offensive linemen, but I mean, if you look at our thumbnail, I was at the combine working out with the O-line group. So,
protecting Caleb his blind side is a high priority.
Mm-hmm.
It's just we have a lot of money and assets in that department. Are they any good? We don't know yet because we're going to have Ozzie. We're probably not going to see him all year. But what does he look like when he comes back? That whole saga might be over. We got Theo Benedict. He's probably the shoe-in. Are we going to keep Braxton, or is finally Amagaji? Is he Omagaji, or is he finally ready? Because we selected Karan Amagaji in the 3rd round. So the kid was supposed to develop into something special. This could be the year. I don't know.
Here's another. So I went to interior offensive lineman. This top one, Pat Coogan, is a center who also plays guard, right? That could be an interesting pick as well. Joe Tooney's not going to be here forever. He's probably 2-3 good years left. And if you draft somebody like an interior lineman, like a Pat Coogan, who also has center abilities, they're saying he's the smartest interior lineman in the 2026 draft. Now you have an insurance policy in case Dahlman gets hurt.
Yeah.
Right? That could be a possibility.
Yeah.
DJ Campbell, 6'3", 330.
Oof.
Big boy. So limited.
So
athleticism for
learn is highly interested or highly dedicated to. We're just going to win track meets every week.
Yeah. So,
you know what? I don't hate the idea.
I know. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm like, man, this pick makes sense. Smartest interior offensive lineman. And in a Ben Johnson scheme, you got to be smart, man.
Yeah, Pat Coogan,
He's out of Chicago. He went to Marist.
Get out. He went to Marist?
Yeah. Choosing Notre Dame over offers LSU, Ohio State. He must have transferred to Indiana at some point.
He wanted to be close to home.
Yeah.
Book it. This
I
you know
like
what?
this kid.
And this might be a bold prediction. I bet Poles drafts him in the real draft. I bet he drafts him. He loves drafting these hometown kids.
Learn, we don't think you're nuts, man. It's crazy to me that I'm the nut when all I want to do is protect the best.
All I want to do is protect my quarterback we've ever had.
We're not going to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to happen to Caleb. You seen his pocket presence? It's otherworldly. It's elite. Nobody's going to lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
All right. So here we are, 7th round already in our speed draft. Best player available, Cade Klubnik. Could be the answer for when Tyson Bagent gets traded. We could see. But in this case, we still have Tyson. Jamari Taylor, running back. Let's take a look at old Jamari. 5'9", 204. Okay, this is Tyreek Cohen.
No, thank you.
Yeah. Nope.
He's already 23 years old as well.
Yeah. Do we have a developmental tackle here? Carver Williams, 6', 312. Nope, not really. Let's go back to, we got a slot receiver, 5'8". Nope.
Oh yeah, Big Mike. The 7th round is the kicker round.
Oh yeah, you're right. Special teams.
And learn, I'm with you. We need to kind of reinvent the whole identity of what Bears football is. Long gone are the days of dominant defenses and these humdrum ass offenses. We've got Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams. We should be putting up 40 points on average.
Mm-hmm. There's not even a search player rank for special teamers. Let's see. Can we do position?
We're gonna have to bring one in undrafted.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Let's what's the Michigan? Dominic Zavada. Okay. Let's see what we can find. There he is, baby. Kicker. Give it to us. Santos, you're officially put on notice.
Well, can this kid? Is he kicked 60-yarders?
Yeah, he was like the best kicker in college. So
Oh, he's
Michigan
hired.
Panthers. Yeah. Let's see if his wiki tells us his long here. College career. $55, 53, 45 in a 3 field goal game. It doesn't give me his career long, and this is an awful lot to read. Top 3 NFL kicking prospect his junior season.
Learns it's some kind of matrix. We have no left tackle, and all the Bears fans want to fix the D line. The guy's pulling his fucking hair out.
Yeah. Carver Willis. Gonna go to guard. Yeah, this is the last pick anyway.
Carver Willis.
Yeah. Got another big boy in here. This Bryson Eason was at the Senior Bowl. Eason turned right guard, Sam acted into a battering ram. Yeah, here's a good developmental tackle here for us. Bryson Eason. Explosive interior pass rush. Violent club move. Strong first step. Flashed against multiple Senior Bowl offensive linemen. NFL Combine invitation validating his draft stock. ESPN included him in just this category for top interior DL rankings. Bryson Eason, you looking him up?
Uh-huh.
Let's see if he's got a RAS score or if he was invited. So Tennessee. This is where we can find our diamond in the rough, our Manungai of defensive tackles. Tennessee. Bryson Eason.
We drafted a tackle, right, already?
Yeah. Second round. We took the kid out of Michigan. Bryson Eason, RAS score 6.98, 6'2", 323. 30-inch vert, 9 broad, 5.09 in the 40. Arm length 33, hand size 10. So yeah, not terrible. For a developmental guy, you'd probably be a practice squad guy anyway.
Yeah, he penetrates.
Yeah.
He's balling. He's hooping here against Kentucky.
Yeah. All right. Welcome to the team, Bryson. You're our last pick anyway.
Never know. We might be pulling him up from the practice squad.
True.
Whoa.
Well, we got to see because we didn't do anything to address the cap. So we're 4.1 million over. But future outlook, we're 20 out of 20, needs filled. Roster rules. So we didn't do anything with the roster. So this grade is a little bit biased. Because we didn't do any of the other stuff. But yeah. But overall, I would think pretty solid draft, I would say. So yeah, interesting. New set of names there. With the new players there. So
yeah, got to look. I like the exercise because like we're seeing different names. I'm looking at their highlights, and then come draft night when I see these names, or
like,
at least yeah, I remember that. We looked at this guy. We looked at that guy.
Yeah. So just kind of a quick exercise there. So
yeah. You know what we'll do on Wednesday is we'll do coach speak, GM speak on Wednesday. Because there were some things said to Learn's point. If you could read between the lines, Ben Johnson was asked about the left tackle spot. And the way that he said, I guess we're going with Theo. It's something like that. It was weird where you're just kind of looking at it like, oh, so maybe maybe they are looking at tackles in the draft. Maybe they are looking at left tackles in free agency. So we'll see where that goes because Learn's been beating the pounding the table on protecting Caleb's left side, which it is. Again, my big three and having a solid football team with longevity, Learn is left tackle, quarterback, edge rusher. Those are like three main pillars you have to have established on your team to maintain any sort of consistency. And it just kind of sucks that we have no edge rusher and we have no left tackle.
Mm-hmm. So Learn, before Ozzie went down, what were your thoughts on him? Did you think that he was a long-term solution? Do you think he was a stopgap? Maybe a bridge till we get a, maybe a better left tackle. What do you think? So he was saying Ozzie above average is plenty good. So yeah, maybe like a free agent left tackle is the answer. Until we see what happens. If he comes back, fully healthy, then you didn't invest high draft capital in it. You kind of got like a bridge tackle. Trent Williams would be the pipe dream. I don't see it happening. I don't see how you let a premier left tackle get out of your organization if you're San Francisco. The other thing is, if he does, can the Bears afford him? He's probably going to be $30 million a year.
I was going to say, I mean, Joe Tooney was a cap casualty.
Yeah.
For Kansas City. So
that's kind of the situation with Trent, right? They're trying to restructure and they're not coming anywhere close on what the money needs to be. So that's, why there's a little bit of a rift there. I think right now they're playing it out in the media to kind of see if, the public, I don't want to say humiliation, maybe embarrassment gets them a little bit closer. I don't know. I don't know. So,
this is why Ryan Poles makes the big bucks.
Yeah. Learn's throwing out a few
defensive end just doesn't matter.
Look at
Cleveland, but then what are they missing from the three elements? Quarterback and left tackle.
Yeah. quarterback for sure.
Those teams you just mentioned only have one of the three. We only have one of the three as well. It's quarterback.
Yeah. Which, if you would only have one, that's the best one to have.
That's the one
So,
that you want to
yeah.
have, especially our guy. Again, I don't know. Everybody's has flip flopped on Caleb now. I saw some breakdown from Sam Acho, where he's doing the greatest throws you'll ever see, and they're by Caleb, and he breaks down the play, and kid's
Yeah.
special, man. Kid's special. I'm with Learn. We need a left tackle. I think Poles is going to address that. I don't think we're going to go into week 1 with Theo Benedict as the starting left tackle unless he's earned it. But I think they're going to try to address it because Karan Amagaji, that's you can't bank
might
on
get
that.
cut, dude. I wouldn't be surprised. I'd be surprised if he's still on the roster. So he might be a camp cut, if anything.
Yeah. And do you re-sign Braxton then? Are you okay with Braxton Jones? Learn bring Braxton back for another 1-year deal?
Yeah, man. My opinion, in the position that you're at right now, I think you have to.
They might
if you could do, a couple million, you might have to. Because what happens if Theo is your guy and he goes down? Now you're talking Tooney, right? I don't know. I don't know.
That's why they have to go heavy at, and he meant left tackle. Anyone with Caleb would be protecting him. It's just the most obvious thing of all time. Somehow we just think defensive end is important. It's a balancing act. Learn it's a balancing act. LA and Seattle are a model for a balanced team. Yeah. Seattle's defense is insane. We have better DNs than we have tackles. We have 18. How the hell's the conversation? I thought Theo was all right. You didn't like Theo Benedict? He held his own.
Yeah.
He did pretty well. And he's got a whole offseason to work on his game.
I was watching a video and they were talking about the roster breakdown in terms of money. And they compared Seattle, who just won the Super Bowl, to the Bears. And one of the things that they were breaking down is how they're spending their money. So for these rosters, right now, I think Seattle was about 73% veterans and all your other players, right? 24 or 5% rookie deals, and then the rest was dead cap, which was like 1%. The good news is the Bears are almost the exact same. They're a little bit less on the rookie contracts, but no dead cap money, and the roster makeups are pretty much the same. So if you're using that as an indicator of how to build a sustainable or a championship roster, the Bears are right there. They're spending their money wisely. The fact that they have almost nothing in dead cap money is absolutely huge. You look at like teams like the Buffalo Bills, they had like 14, 15 million in dead cap money, right? That's two good players, if you think about it. And that's what the Bears are trying to avoid this year with moving these guys, trading people, tough cuts, whatever the case may be, man. It's going to be interesting, man. It really is. And the next few weeks will tell us a ton of what we're going to need, what we're going to get. I can't wait, man. I know. Wait.
10 days. 10 days till free agency opens up. If we make any moves, that'll give us clues as to what Ben and Ryan are thinking to move the organization in. And then the draft will definitely that'll be it. That'll tell us the rest.
Uh, Mike's bringing up a point why we need defense. Joe fucking Flacco learned and threw for $5 on us.
Yeah, scorched our defense. Scorched him. He was back there making fucking sandwiches.
Yeah. Yep. Learn like Theo. So he's a good back. Theo has a lot of value on this team, I think. Depth piece for sure. He could come in and play left. He could play right. Solid in run blocking. Maybe if you were to knock his game, pass pro, definitely not quite where his run blocking is at. But yeah, so defensive teams like Seattle are good for a couple years. Teams with elite QBs and O-lines are always in the conversation. Check out probably the Rams is the best case right now, right? With Stafford. The dude's what, 306 and still going?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
oh boy.
It will start, the picture's gonna start getting clear. Right now it's pretty fuzzy. And in the next 10 to 15 days, yeah.
It start to take shape.
Yeah. Yeah. Learn's just going to. There's no Chris on today, so Learn's got to direct his anger somewhere. The defense was injured. You freaking half-ass thinker. The defense was great at the end of the year against freaking LA and Green Bay. He has a typo in there.
He said, Mike started it. All right, boys.
Before it gets out of hand and we're setting up MMA fights, we should probably get ready to wrap this up.
Yeah. We'll be back on Wednesday. And Mike says I did.
So Wednesday, back to the normal schedule. Took a week off. There might be a few other weeks off that we might take.
I was having technical difficulties. I had PC issues to work on, and it went way longer than what I expected, so we had to cancel Wednesday's show. But for any of you guys who are on TikTok, our link's down in the description. We're only like 5 followers away from 500. If any of you guys are on TikTok, and jump over there, follow us on TikTok.
New Facebook page is up. So
that's right. Facebook is up. We're expanding. But you guys, it's been awesome. Love it when you guys show up and show out. Be safe, be well, be healthy. Do all those good things. Until next time. Peace.
The Bears.